What's up? Um, so we all know that we have three different types of trend. We have an uptrend where price creates higher highs and higher lows. If you don't already know about this, check the description section. I have a video there that will guide you on the different types of trend. And the second trend we have is a downtrend where we create lower highs and lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And now we have the third trend, which is a consolidation trend, where we create equal highs and equal lows. Okay? Now that you know all the three types of trends, the next thing you need to know is how to take advantage of each of these trend types. So in an uptrend, you look for one thing only. You look for buy opportunities. Okay? You focus only on buys. It means in an uptrend, you do nothing else but buy. While in a downtrend, you look only for sell opportunities. Okay? Then in a consolidation trend, you can both buy and sell, because when price is at the lower part of the consolidation trend, we call it a support zone. So we buy from the support and then we sell from the higher part, which is called the resistance zone. So on the video I spoke about trend types, I also break down all these things. So I said the support level is more like the floor, while the resistance level is like the ceiling of a building. Consider yourself in a room and the floor is the support, while the ceiling is the resistance levels. Okay, now that we've understood these things, I want us to look at how to actually catch these sells or buys. So let's start with an uptrend. Okay, take for example, you notice that you are in an uptrend. So price has created this move, giving you a pullback, and then taken out structure. Okay? The first thing I mark out is my break of structure level. Okay? Because this is the first sign to tell you there is a continuation to this direction. So we call this one a break of structure. You can abbreviate it BOS. Okay? While the second thing I mark out is the lowest point price got to, which is this low. Okay? I mark out this low. So I consider this the low that led to the break of structure. It's not me considering. We all can see that this is the low that led to the break of structure. Okay? So what do? I extend, the third thing I do is I extend my break of structure line to the right side. Okay? That's the third thing. The first thing was marking out my break of structure. Second thing, marking out the lows that led to the break of structure, the higher low that led to the break of structure. And the third thing, extend my break of structure line. Now, the fourth thing I do is I consider this area. I said, this is my golden zone. So anytime if price successfully comes back down into anywhere between this white line and this gray box, then I'll consider taking a buy opportunity. Okay, so let's say price comes back down. Okay, at this point I start looking for my confluences, my confirmations to get a buy entry. Okay, so if you want to know more about the confirmations that you need, first I will give you a couple of confluences here, and I will make a complete video on confluences so that you can know exactly what you should be expecting around this zone, not just entering randomly. Okay, so the first confluence I look at is an engulfing candlestick. So if I get a bullish engulfing candlestick within this area, I know there's a possibility for price to continue rising, because normally for you to see an engulfing candlestick in a golden zone, it means buyers have taken over, because an engulfing simply means a big candle that engulfs a small one. So let me draw a sample of what an engulfing candlestick looks like. Okay, so it looks like this. We're coming down. Okay, we're creating small candlesticks coming down like this. And at a certain point, a giant candle popped up and maybe swallowed your candle like this. So we call that an engulfing, a bullish engulfing around a key level. Okay, so if we get this bullish engulfing around a key level, what do? We now start looking for buy opportunities, or I just take a buy from here, place my stop loss few pips below, and then I go. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so you can buy from here. The best place to place your stop loss is the structural low, but you can as well maintain internal structure and place your stop loss somewhere around, and then you target a 1:2, or you target the highs that led to these lows. Okay, so this will give you a simple 1:3. So this is a complete strategy that you can use to make money in the financial market. That's an uptrend scenario, and that's what we'll be looking at today. So that being said, let's go into the charts to see if this thing actually works. Okay, yes, let's see if it actually works. Okay, so we go down to the 1 hour time frame, and then we adjust our charts. Okay, then we choose a pair like GBP, USD. I love working on that pair because, okay, so this is where I want us to take an example. This is 1 hour time frame, right? So this is a clear example of what I just showed you earlier. Okay, and we'll take a couple of examples, not just one. So like I said, price gave us this. Came back down and now gave us a break of structure. Let me make it usable, guys. Sorry. So price gave us a break of structure. Okay, so let's work on the extremes. So we mark out this area as our break of structure. Look at this closely. You mark out this area as your break of structure. Let me take out all the drawings on the chart so that you shouldn't get confused. So price gave you this move, came back, took out this high, right? So you mark out your break of structure. The first thing. So that's the first thing I said you should always do. Mark out your BOS, break of structure. What's the next thing? You mark out your little box around the lows that led to the break of structure. That was the second thing I told you to do. Okay, now what's the third thing you do? You extend your break of structure line across, saying that if price comes back below the break of structure, so you actually mark out this and say if price comes back anywhere around this zone, you'll be looking forward to get some buy opportunities, right? So you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. And what's this? This is an engulfing candlestick inside your golden zone, right? Should be yes. Okay, what do? You place your buy here, stop loss, few pips below, and then you target a 1:2. Good, that's a 1:2. So you continue going, extend it, okay, continue, and what happens? You smash your TP, okay? That's how easy it is once you understand it, okay? That's how easy it is. Now, what do? That's the first level, okay? And now we mark this as our new, this one will be our new lows, as you can see, and this will be our new highs. Sorry, this should be our new highs, sorry, okay? And then we move this and consider this our breakout structure. Why? Because price has done the same thing again. Price did what? Price gave us this move, came back down, took out this level, okay? So what are we waiting for? For price to come back anywhere between this and this. So we mark this out. When you go back, try to practice this on your charts, okay? Don't just watch this video and assume that you know. Practice it before investing your money. Now what do? You see, you start looking for an engulfing candlestick. Finally, price came, and this is the first engulfing candlestick. You can actually call this an evening star, or you can also use just the engulfing. So what do? You place your entry here, right? Place your stop loss few pips below, okay? I always say 20 pips at least. So that's a 20 pips. Then you target a 1:2, and what happened? Price smoked it. Simple. And now we delete this and keep watching, because this is something simple you can apply. Where is our new low? This becomes our new low, right? This becomes a new low. Let's delete the profits. This becomes a new low, and this becomes our new high, okay? And we consider this a breakout structure, and you will see exactly what I mean. So at this point, we are waiting for price to come back anywhere between this and this, right? And what happened? Price came in to our zone, deep into our zone. Now that's where you go now to a lower time frame to see if you can get the engulfing on the 30 minutes, because this was the 1 hour. You can check on the 45 or 30 minutes, and if you get the engulfing, you buy and continue the same process over and over and over and over again, okay? So that's how simple it is. I believe this video will help somebody. So if you are that person that this video is helping, do not forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll get notified. Love you. Looking forward to see you on the next video. Ciao.